In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
No matter the weather, Alexandria Emergency Hospital is always here for you. Rain or shine, our doors are open 24/7 to provide the care you and your loved ones need fast. Every second counts, and Alexandria Emergency Hospital is here to help you through any storm.
Hello and good morning, everyone. It is looking a little hazy out there. Dew points are still pretty low 50s, but we are going to see those surge up as a warm front moves inland, and it's going to bring us some instability and the threat for some severe weather. The clouds are lifting, the fog is lifting, I should say, and the haze is going away. Looks like we'll clear out and then we'll cloud back up. Already some big storms up here moving into northwest Louisiana, up there just all northwest of Shreveport for now, moving through Dallas as well. So we've seen some activity overnight, some very heavy rainfall out here. Get some flood warnings there for Fort Worth down toward Cleburne, and temperatures right now, it's some mornings you go out and it feels like it's going to be a severe weather day. It's not like that right now. 58 degrees, 68 in Lake Charles, but the dew points are down, low 50s, so we're not feeling humid. We're not feeling like we have a real juiced up atmosphere, but that's about to change. Look at these southerly winds coming in. You can see that surge of southerly wind coming up there with wind gusts 15, 20, maybe 30 miles per hour. And here comes that front, and that's coming in this evening. So we have some severe threats. All modes are possible. But like I said, I posted this last night. Louisiana is, I forgot exactly what it was, 50-something thousand square miles. And if we have a couple of tornadoes today, like 2 square miles of the state would be impacted by that. Of course, if that happens to you, it's a big deal. Upper 70s, lots of humidity coming in, lots of instability by the afternoon, and that is why we have a slight risk for severe weather. And like I said yesterday, I'm not surprised at this. The slight risk now includes all of central Louisiana, and here is a breakdown of each threat for severe weather. Most of the hail threat, I think, is going to be off to our northwest. Could be significant as well. Up there west of Shreveport toward Marshall, Texas, and back down to the southern suburbs of Dallas, Fort Worth. And then the wind. Now, this is going to be a little more widespread, 15% within 25 miles of a point. So again, this does not mean you will see damaging wind. It means that there is that level 2 threat and that you could see some isolated severe wind gusts out there above 60 miles per hour. And then we have that tornado threat, 5% chance within 25 miles of a point. So this is not it's not a high-end event. I'm not looking for some tornado outbreak or something, but possibly whoa, Miss Madeline, thank you so much. That is incredibly sweet of you. I do not think we're going to see a widespread severe outbreak. I don't think this is one that's going to be uncommonly crazy, but we could see a few tornado warnings and possibly could see a couple of those kind of, produce. So I'm watching it all. I could not, I posted this morning, said, I'm going to go and I'm going to lay back down. Oh, that was the Tuesday threat. It's going to be moving east. Don't worry. I was like, I'm going to take a little snooze here. I was trying to after I did my quick morning text update. No, that doesn't happen. I'm too jazzed up for the day. I get too much adrenaline going, can't sleep. And here's what we have here. A couple of isolated supercells, possibly as soon as 6 p.m. this afternoon. If we see these happen, this could quickly become severe. It's not in our main window for severe, but I think some isolated severe weather is possible there. Probably from like 5 to 9 p.m., but then you can see that whole line comes together here by 10 o'clock, and from Natchitoches down through just north of Leesville, it looks like that's going to be marching on to the east. Now, the good news is you can kind of see how this model right here starts to push those thunderstorms a little further out from the heavier stuff. If the outflow outpaces the thunderstorms, that's going to kind of undercut the instability, and that could weaken the storms. So let's push the button and see what happens. Oh my goodness, look at that. That happened. So I think we're going to see a weakening trend after about 3 a.m. as these move into the southeastern part of the area. Again, we still have that severe threat, and that's due in part to the fact that I think that's the area where we have a lower severe threat on this part of the system, but we could see a couple of those isolated supercells develop out ahead of it. And then everything moves on to the east. It's beautiful for Wednesday and Thursday. Thanksgiving looks glorious, and then we have more to talk about. So we went through so many days here, or so many weeks, I should say, where we didn't have anything to talk about. So we got our first system here. This is the GFS model showing that. And then beyond this, great Thanksgiving, great Wednesday, Friday looking good as well. And then we're going to see our next system. And again, we're still, what is it, Monday? We're still 5-6 days out from this one, so we're not going to be able to get a great handle on it, but this looks like a big-time, slow-moving rainmaker that's going to continue beyond Monday night. I don't know exact details on it yet, but I can tell you, and you're going to see see here, the rainfall outlook showing some heavy stuff. So through Wednesday, we're looking, this is going to just encompass our first system. So the northern half of the area probably seeing more widespread, heavier rainfall totals, about a half an inch to 2 inches. And then south of that, it's going to be more isolated. And as those storms weaken, you're going to see lower totals. But for the second system, this is over the weekend into early next week, we're looking at 2 to 4 inches on this forecast. And that does not even take into account all the rain that could fall. I'm seeing still a pretty wide breadth on this. So, I mean, the range of totals is pretty high, but obviously WPC thinks this could be a heavy rainmaker. I think it could be a heavy rainmaker, but I'm not ready to quite sound the alarm just yet. But once this thing kind of comes into full focus here, we have plenty of, the average on models is like 3-4 inches out of the whole thing. And there are some members that are much higher than that. Now, nothing crazy, not 20 inches or something, but we could end up seeing some areas with 6+ inches. So this could be some drought busting rain. That's the good news. The bad news is there would be another threat for severe weather there. For today and tomorrow, 60% each day. It's mainly going to be Monday, like during the late afternoon into the overnight. So overall 90% chance, but this is just the chance you'll see rain in each day, on each day there. So I think it's mainly going to be skewed toward Monday afternoon into Monday night there. And then Tuesday, possibly some stuff in the southern parts of the viewing area. Then great stuff the day before, the day of, and the day after Thanksgiving. And then things start to wind up again for the weekend. And we'll have to see exactly how that goes. And even beyond that, the day 8 to 14 day outlook, we're looking pretty busy here into early mid-December, or early December, I should say, December 2nd through the 8th, and temperatures. So this is an interesting thing, and I saw another meteorologist post about this, and I was mad I didn't do it. I've done it before, but see that bubble of warmth down here? That's that high pressure, big time cold coming down here. And then in the middle, we have this area. That's kind of like the storm track. So that's where the cold and the warm kind of battle things out here. And that's where we're going to see some active weather. And of course, we are very close to that. So we could see that active weather. That's why we're seeing potential for above normal precipitation. So yes, praying against tornadoes, I 100% agree. Volume low, I hope nobody else was having that problem. It looks pretty good here. I think the cloud lifter is lifting. And that's it for today, really. I don't have much more to go on with this, but I am going to be watching things. I'll do a text update probably after I get the GFS and the Euro in. Got the high resolution stuff already, so that's very important. And I will let you know what I'm seeing as we get the trends on not only what's happening today, but we're going to be looking ahead into the weekend and early next week as well, as it looks like we could see some heavy rainfall and another round or two of severe weather out of that. But that's it for now. I will see you back here later.